Hello, everyone. Today I am going to explain the German satirical comedy film called Look Who's Back. Hello, wonderful friends. Your support means the world to us. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your awesome support. The beginning of the movie, during World War II in Berlin, Hitler, with behavior coach Keppel, disapproves of people's greetings. He suggests raising hands to the wrist for respect, deeming the Nazi salute outdated. In the following scene, he wakes up on the ground somewhere in a forest. While looking up to the sky, he sees that the enemy aircrafts are missing and guesses that they might have taken some rest. Suddenly, a bull comes bouncing towards him and stops just at his side. He rises and walks towards a building, encountering three kids who ask if he's okay. Hitler, seeing them as a future, inquires about the street. Nearby, reporter Fabian Sawatsky captures a scene on camera, with Hitler visible in the background. Hitler gets to the street and gets amazed at people riding monowheel bikes. He finds people capturing him in their camera and expresses that though the rubble went, people have gone mad. Then, he feels a modern car by his hand and questions himself if he fell in a coma and missed the victory. Then, he asks a man about the location of Chancellery, but the person instead asks him for a picture. He gets disturbed by the camera's flashes as people come near him and take photos in turns. As Hitler walks away, he finds a woman speaking in German on her phone, but the woman gets terrified and sprays his eyes. Hitler cries in pain as his eyes get reddish and his vision gets blurred. He stumbles and walks to a newspaper shop nearby. He gets shocked to see the date October 3, 2014, written on the paper and falls to the ground at once. At a TV station, Boss Karner praises Christoph Sensenbrink for his deputy's role. Instead of a promotion, he names Claudia Bellini as a new managing director. Due to this, Christoph gets shocked and dissatisfied. He comes to his office and vents his anger out at a struggling filmmaker named Fabian. Despite efforts, Fabian gets fired and thrown out by guards. Later, Hitler wakes up at a news shop, asking the owner the date. It's confirmed as 2014. A confused Hitler threatens to kill the shopkeeper if he is working for the enemy, but the shopkeeper gives him a bar of chocolate instead. Hitler opens it after a struggle, sniffs it, declares it as pressed grain, and asks about bread shortage. The shopkeeper mistakes him for an actor, commenting on his resemblance to Hitler. Hitler confirms he is indeed the Führer. Hitler checks a Turkish newspaper, asking for specific German publications. The shopkeeper mentions more Turkish customers. Hitler, surprised at Turkish presence in Berlin, gathers information from the newspaper. As he reads, he reflects on losing the war, criticizes post-war Germany, laments Poland's existence, and deems the war a total waste. Fabian watches his soccer reporting, saddened by his firing. His mother comforts him, noticing Hitler behind. Fabian is amused by the uncanny resemblance to Hitler. The shopkeeper asks Hitler to step outside and hold the newspaper. Hitler complains about being asked to work. The shopkeeper advises him to clean his clothes, saying they stink. Hitler goes to a laundry, requesting his uniform be cleaned and asking if they have another since he can't go away naked. Hitler walks to the news cellar in jeans and a sweater. Fabian finds him, amazed at his appearance, and asks to film him marching through modern Germany. Hitler agrees. Fabian takes up some cash and a car from his mother and starts his journey with Hitler. The two end up in a hotel where Hitler gets amused at seeing the television. He then decides to talk about politics in Fabian's presentation. He interviews people about politics, discovering minimal impact of democracy during his absence. Noticing discontent and suppressed anger reminiscent of the 1930s, he reflects on political disenchantment. People share concerns about immigrants, and Hitler pushes his idea against racial mixing. Later, Fabian asks about Hitler's mustache, and he reveals cutting it to fit a gas mask. Later, in a farm, a dog bites Hitler. Angry, he shoots the dog. Fabian scolds him and takes a gun. Running out of cash, Fabian convinces people to pay for sketches drawn by Hitler, featuring sarcastic pictures. After collecting enough money, they resume their trip. In town, Fabian shows Hitler's viral clip to Christoph. Impressed by the views, Christoph asks for Hitler's contact. After meeting him, Christoph suspects Hitler is a lunatic and asks Fabian to take him away. Before leaving, Hitler enters the director's office, proposing to save Germany together. Intrigued, Bellini asks for his plan, and she prepares a TV format for broadcasting Hitler's idea. Fabian then threatens Christoph to give him his job back or else he will take Hitler away. On hearing this, Christoph makes him a kitchen boy, promising to promote him when a new editorial post opens up. Later, Hitler is at a table in the TV studio. Christoph asks Kromayer to help Hitler with a computer. Hitler praises computers as a great invention, and Kromayer tries to sign him up for email but finds his name is taken. Hitler suggests using New Reich's chancellery as he likes it. On the comedy show Whoa Dude, Christoph plans to feature Hitler, fueled by resentment toward Bellini's promotion over him. His aim is to inject racism into the debate through sarcastic jokes about Jews, intending to create trouble. As the show starts, Witzigmann, the host, invites Hitler on stage. Breaking the scripted lines, Hitler refuses to tell a joke about immigrants. Instead, he criticizes TV content, highlighting issues like poverty and unemployment. Hitler predicts the country is heading toward the abyss and vows to fight against TV until he overcomes these problems. Everyone likes the idea and claps for him. Seeing Hitler's popularity, the host Witzigmann gets envious. Bellini asks Christoph to broadcast Hitler in every show. Christoph is distressed because of the failure of his plan. In the following scene, we see Hitler give interviews on numerous TV shows and share that his motive is to make Germany great again. Growing popular, Hitler and Fabian visit the NPD headquarters in Berlin. He meets Ulf Bern, the federal chairman, and questions the achievements of their cause. Hitler criticizes, stating they've wasted time, setting the movement back decades with their words. Christoph is excited when the cops and district attorney arrive at the TV studio, citing a complaint about violating hate laws. Bellini asks what they should do, and Christoph suggests canceling the Führer show. The DA permits continued broadcasting, relieving Bellini but prompting Christoph's forced smile. After the DA leaves, Kromeyer hands Christoph a letter about payment for the dog shot by Hitler. Christoph receives it happily, thinking it might cause trouble. Hitler faces tough questions on a TV program. The interviewer criticizes his deeds, showing a clip of him shooting a dog, disturbing the audience. Hitler angrily threatens the interviewer, vowing to turn their studio into a parking lot for tanks. Christoph is pleased with the negative response. After the disastrous interview, Bellini is fired, and Christoph is appointed as the new manager. After that, Hitler goes to Fabian's house and starts living with him. He expresses amusement at the path taken by destiny and starts to write his second book. The book soon hits the market. 3 months later, at the TV studio, everyone sits in a meeting where the massive loss that the company has gone through is discussed. Christoph thinks Whit Sigmund's show will help, but an employee quits, making Christoph tense. He's mad at selected employees. A staff suggests getting Hitler back, which interests Christoph. Christoph looks for Hitler, offering Fabian $1 million for their film in exchange for broadcasting it on their TV. Hitler and Fabian come to Kromeyer's house where Kromeyer's grandmother identifies Hitler. She claims that Hitler gassed all the people up and killed them. She calls him a criminal and shouts him to get out. In the car, Hitler shares that he is surprised at Kromeyer being a Jew. Hitler belittles Jews, disappointing Fabian. On set, Fabian tries to jog Hitler's memory about the Woods incident, but Hitler can't recall. Later, thugs surround him outside, blaming him for Germany's issues and delivering a hard blow to his face. Hitler wakes up in a hospital in front of Bellini. Meanwhile, Fabian reviews footage of the boys in soccer, noticing Hitler rising. Amazed, he rushes to the location and discovers a board marking the historical Führer bunker. Fabian rushes to the hospital but doesn't find Hitler. Bellini says he's on the shooting set. Fabian claims to be the real Hitler, but Bellini doesn't believe him. Hysterically explaining his theory, guards try to catch him, but he escapes. On the set, Fabian points a gun at Hitler, who insists he never claimed to be anyone else. Fabian accuses Hitler of deception, and Hitler responds that people elected him openly in 1933. Fabian takes Hitler to a building top, calling him a monster. Hitler retorts that ordinary people chose an extraordinary man who shared their values. Enraged, Fabian shoots Hitler, causing him to fall from the building onto the street. Soon, Fabian hears Hitler's voice, claiming no German can get rid of him. Despite being thrown down, Hitler reappears. Bellini calls for a cut, revealing it's a film shoot with a different actor playing Fabian's role. Hitler remembers absent comrades. Kromeyer watches Fabian in a mental ward, sobbing. After the film's success, Hitler and Bellini give autographs, interviews, and receive respect from people on the street. Please subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.